Nobody is around you just to be around you. There is no such thing as unconditional love. And you got to get rid of that fairy tale ideology. You think that she's going to stay by you. And this is the thing about breakups. Like, it never comes at the right moment. It's never the right time, right? As soon as you're going through some hiccups or something, the car starts acting funny, you lose your job. And so, as somebody who has been on many different sides of the coin, I've been the guy that was madly in love, I've been the player, I've been the sucker, I've done everything except get married. But honestly, when you're in a co-parenting situation, that's damn near like being married, because you have to deal with the other person until your child is 18. So I can't tell the difference. The conclusion I've come up with is that as long as you are able to provide a good experience, you're always going to have women. Whether it's a good sexual experience, whether you provide finances, you know how to work on cars, you just add something, you're always going to have your way. A lot of guys, they overcomplicate it and they're avoiding the work. Hypothetically speaking, if you had $1 million right now, would you stay in the situation that you're in right now? A lot of people are in situations that it has nothing to do with the love that you have for each other. It's financial reasons. It could be sexual reasons, or it could be because you guys have kids, or it could be because you couldn't afford to have the lifestyle that you guys have if you were to separate. Like, a lot of situations, it has nothing to do with the love. Like, most guys, they're going to love probably 2 to 3 women in their lifetime. Like, actually, genuinely, really love. And that's the thing about men. Like, we don't know how to flip the switch. So once we love you, we're always going to have love for you. There is no conditions that come with that. Now, I'm not saying some women won't love you unconditionally. Actually, no. They're not going to love you unconditionally, unless it's your mom. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But there are no women that are going to, like, you have to be always provide something, right? So that is the message for this video. It's people end up settling, or, they don't have a backbone. You allow people to tell you, how you should feel or think. That's one thing I would never do that I used to do, was let somebody tell me how I should be a father. Like, as a man, I would never tell a woman, anything about pregnancy. I'm not going to tell you how to be a mom, how to be a woman. I'm a man. I can't speak on stuff like that. Never allow somebody to persuade me to feel or think differently. And that's where a lot of guys make mistakes. Giving her flowers and, baby, yes, whatever you need. Or, you do all these things. And if that energy is not being reciprocated, then you're a sucker. And sometimes you don't even know it. And I don't blame people, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know until you go through it. But then as I get older, I understand that nobody is around me just to be around me. And as long as I provide some type of good experience, that I'm probably going to have my way. You got to understand, women are always going to have more options than you, especially with social media. And I'm not telling guys to not shoot their shots. You should always shoot your shots. Actually, the more shots you shoot, the better chances you're going to have. Ask one of your girlfriends if you could just like skim through her Instagram, her Facebook, Snapchat, some type of socials. I promise you, her messages are going to be flooded, all types of people. And people try to act like social media is not a form of a dating app, whether they want to admit it or not. You're not posting an ugly picture, right? And it's like you're always in competition with, the dude that sent her a friend request. I guarantee there are people that she finds attractive, or that she has some type of sexual experience with, still in her friends list. And as a man, you shouldn't even care about any of that anyways. You really shouldn't. But it just you gotta learn these things. And once you know, bro, as long as you're able to provide some type of good experience, dog, you always gonna have your way. Always. Because they're missing out. You feel me? It just gets to a point. You get to a point where it's just having a bunch of honeymoon phases better than trying to just be with one person. Yo, go get married. Don't get married. I don't care what people do. It don't take much to not be average. It just doesn't take much to not be average. And so once you stand out, it gets a lot easier. You're not really going to care who comes, who goes, and it gets better for you. So really think about this.